Hi, my name's Joann Brayman, and I am a mentor with SCORE. I've been with SCORE 5 years, and I was, in the last 6 months, assigned a new client, Pocketbooks Shop, and it is a fabulous client. The best part was, and different for me, I actually have 3 people in this partnership working together to form the bookstore. And that was my first. Usually I have 1 or 2, but working with 3, I wondered how challenging that would be. And it turned out to be an excellent experience for me personally. Getting to work with 3 fabulous people, and 3 people who have a real passion for books and reading and bookstores. So there's nothing better as a mentor than being able to work with people who have a real passion for what they want to do. So I couldn't be happier working with all 3 of you. I found out what brings you together is that passion, but I also found out real quickly that each of you brings separate and different talents to this partnership. And that's what is really part of the magic of making this business work. So it's been a real pleasure to work with all of you. So I'm going to let all of you introduce yourself.
All right, I'm Julie Ross, and I'm one of the co-owners of Pocketbooks Shop. And the reason that we decided to start a small business, it wasn't specifically because we aspired to be like entrepreneurs in a traditional sense, I don't think at all. I think what we wanted was, we had an idea, and we believed we were the ones best capable of realizing it. We wanted editorial control, and that is consistent with who we are as people. And so by opening the business ourselves, we've been able to really revel in all of the decision making in a way that it is possible other small business owners might not enjoy it. Having 3 of us to make the decisions divides that load a little bit, but also means that the thing each of us feels most strongly about is the thing that we can sort of drive the direction on, which is really gratifying. So I think for us, being small business owners is not the ends, right? It's sort of like the means to an ends of having a vision for something that we want to bring into existence and then being able to realize that together.
I'm Jess Callahan, and the reason that we decided to start a bookstore, of all things, was because it's what makes us happy. We, the last several years with the pandemic, everything in our worlds kind of changed, and we weren't super happy. I think we realized that the way that our lives were going was fine, but that the future we kind of envisioned for ourselves was changing and was kind of less certain than it had been in the past. And we realized that the place that we felt most kind of stable and grounded was when we were able to visit bookstores, when we were able to spend as much time reading and learning about different people, like engaging in stories. That's when we felt good. And there's just something magical about being surrounded by books that have that potential to transport you and to teach you about things. And we wanted to just be in that place all the time. And we realized that we could, kind of. We thought maybe we can do that. Maybe we can spend all day, every day in a bookstore. We can live above a bookstore. We can just be here all the time. And maybe we can actually bring that magic to other people too. And we've had just such a beautiful response from the community. People have said that they really wanted a space like this in Lancaster, which has been such a beautiful thing to hear, because that's all we want to do. We just want to talk about books with people all day, and that's so far what we've gotten to do, and it's really great.
Absolutely. Hi, I'm Austin Carter. I am the 3rd co-owner of Pocketbooks. And the big question, why Lancaster? So why small business? Why a bookstore? Why Lancaster? I think I'm kind of the secret link there, which is that I'm originally from Lancaster County. I was born and raised in Lidditz, but I've lived all over the country since then, and we've lived all over the country together in various configurations. Julie and Jessica met in New York. Jessica and I met in Southern California while Julie was living in Northern California. We all moved to Ohio together. And then when we decided to open a bookstore, we were brainstorming where to be. At the time we were all living in Columbus, which is a wonderful city that has fabulous bookstores, and we were like, do we really want to add another one to the mix? They already have such wonderful stores here. And I suggested, why not my hometown? Lancaster is so wonderful, it's so cute. They'd never even set foot in the city or the county, or maybe, I don't even know if you'd been in the state before. But I said, let's just go for a weekend and see what works. And we drove out here, and within 10 minutes of driving around, they both said, let's do it. This is where we want to live forever. And by the end of the weekend, we had an offer in on this beautiful building. But Lancaster is the perfect place for any new business, but particularly we thought an independent bookstore, because the city is growing and changing in so many exciting ways. We have a huge tourist population, which is always great for business. And the community is so close-knit. A lot of people who live in Lancaster are people whose families have been here for hundreds and hundreds of years, mine included, but it's also a city of refugees. It's a city where people are moving to constantly, and it's a really great nexus point for the entire Susquehanna Valley, right? And there aren't a ton of independent bookstores around, right? So we were hoping that Pocketbooks could become a place that's really grounded in the community and that people will drive to, hopefully from all over the place. And the response, as Jessica said, from the community so far has been beyond our wildest dreams. Every single day somebody comes in and says, this is what I was waiting for, which is really good for our egos. But also really good because that's what we thought an independent bookstore would do, that it would be a space that people could really come. And it's more than just, bookshelves and books and tchotchkes. It's a real community space, and that seemed to be true so far, and we are only going to do more from here.
So to request a SCORE mentor or to volunteer to be a SCORE mentor, go to
www.score.lancaster.org.